I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in quite a while. It's actually been a couple weeks since I decided to pick up the game. Easy answer as to why I haven't played is Firewall Dragon's a card, but that's of course the easy way out. Today I decided to just drop by locals. I'm back for fall break, kind of just hop in the mix, see what we're going. Thanks to Ethan for lending me a deck today. Today we're playing Mayakashi FTK. It's a deck. If you don't know how the FTK works, don't worry, I barely know either, but you need like 3 cards to open or something like that, and then you can just make your opponent sad. It's super specific, it's super bad, but if I can pull it off one time, hey, that'll make me more than happy. Really not looking to win more than 1 game today, because I don't think I will, but let's hop into the mix. Before we actually start talking about games, I should kind of show you guys exactly what the FTK actually is, if you ever get to see it at all. But I want to show you guys what it is because it's kind of actually interesting. It's bad, but it's interesting. So to have the FTK, you have to open something rather specific. You have to open Soul Absorbing Tower in some way to get to it, and then you have to have a way to Mizuki it back. If you decide to dump it, you can summon it from your hand with a card like Call of the Mummy, and you also have access to this level 1 guy because he's very important. Yugioh Zombie is normally like kind of the universal way to be able to get things out of your hand, situate your graveyard to how you want it so you can actually pull off the combo. I'm just going to show you guys the FTK real quick so you kind of can understand exactly what you're looking at. What you're going to do is, in this case hand, you're going to actually activate Call of the Mummy so you can summon your Yugioh Zombie from your hand. You're going to activate the Yugioh Zombie to dump a Mizuki from your deck to your graveyard, and then you're going to activate the Yugioh Zombie so you can actually pitch the Soul Absorbing Tower from your hand to pump it. You're never going to use the Yugioh Zombie. The Yugioh Zombie literally just stays on the board the entire combo. It doesn't matter. But the main important thing is now we have the goal set up because we can normal summon this to be able to pull out Daki, a graceful Mayakashi. And this card's insane because it just keeps bringing itself back from the graveyard over and over again, so you're then able to just loop your opponent. From here, you can actually Mizuki back the Soul Absorbing Tower. You could have did that before actually so you can get 2 additional mills, but it really doesn't matter because either way you're going to be summoning more than enough zombies to be able to go off. Then you synchro with these 2 guys into the level 3 guy here. Again, Soul Absorbing Tower is going to activate, mill 2 more off your opponent, and then Daki can activate because you summoned the dude. Summon this, mill another 2, synchro climb up again, and then you're going to bring out the level 5. Then you're going to use Daki again, bring it back, and you're going to have to keep looping that. You just keep looping those over and over, and Soul Absorbing Tower will mill your opponent out until you bring out the Yuki, and then you end up having like this card on the field too at the end or something like that. It's just nuts at that point too. Really getting this card out because everything floats backwards from this, so when this leaves the field, you can summon this guy again, and then you can summon the level 9 again. So it will just travel down from there. That's if you don't hit the FTK, but if you hit the FTK properly, Soul Absorbing Bone Tower should mill your opponent out completely. They shouldn't stand a chance. So that's how the FTK kind of works. Very fringe opportunities that it'll actually happen, but when it does, it's great. That being said, let's go over exactly what happened round 1, and oh boy, it was a treat. Round 1, we were playing against Pendulum Magicians, and we lost a die roll, so we're going second. Not ideal for an FTK deck at all, but as I said, like in that little tutorial thing there's other plays you can make that aren't terrible. It's the best I can put it. Turn 1 Pendulum Magician player opens up the absolute nut board, the board that all Pendulum Magician players dream about: Vortex Dragon, Metaltron, plus Naruto. So I'm obviously in a tough spot, playing a deck that's already flimsy as it is. So we activate Call of the Mummy. We have 2 of them in our hand, and the first one gets baited out with Naruto. He immediately detached from Naruto to get rid of the Call of the Mummy. I guess he's just spooked as what's to come, doesn't know what to expect. That's fine. I activate the other Call of the Mummy, hoping it would negate it again because I have double summon in my hand as well, I think, and he lets it go. So, sure. Really, I'm just trying to bait the Vortex Dragon out of the way so I can resolve this Yugioh Zombie in my hand because it's kind of integral, but the other Call of the Mummy goes through, and also, surprisingly, my Pot of Desires goes through as well. He ends up negating the Yugioh Zombie with the Vortex Dragon, which actually ends up okay, because then I asked the judge, I asked Ethan, I say, hey, is the difference between use and activate, can I use the effect again, like activate the effect? And apparently you can. It's good to actually know a couple things about the game, you know? I don't know the ruling with this. It says you can only use each effect once per turn.
You can ask.
So it has to resolve? It says you can only use each effect. Is the wording different between activate and use?
Yes.
So I can... Okay, so I can use it again. Okay, cool. Dope! So I Mizuki back the Unizombie, and I use the Unizombie's effect to dump from the deck to the graveyard. I think the level 1 bro or something like that. Whatever, we're set up to go off on that combo where I can climb up the ladder into the Link monster and then bring out the level 11 towers dude. This guy's like an Apple Cliff 4 towers. We go off, we make that board, and we actually are able to do it again and bring out the level 9. So we're sitting with the level 9 as well as the level 11 and the Link monster. So we're in Float Central, and we're actually looking pretty good. I'm able to pop a monster, so I'm able to pop his Metaltron with the Yugioh, because it's summoned from graveyard with Mizuki. From there, it all kind of goes downhill. He brings out the rank 4 guy. What's the rank 4 that during the battle phase, he can sink your dude to 0, and he gains the attack? What? Yeah, Dark Rebellion. He brings out Dark Rebellion Dragon, and I don't have a way to get around that. So he brings out Dark Rebellion. I don't have an out to it. I originally think I can just put my Link monster and crash it into it, and then be able to summon the level 11 Apple Clipboard dude, and then I can just attack over it from there. Since it's since it can't be affected by effects, he can't activate the effect. But then I realized, oh, I'm not in enough life to be able to do that because he can just activate the effect on the Link monster, and I lose. That's the situation I find myself in, and I ponder it for like 4 minutes, and I can't win the game. So I concede, and game 2 doesn't go much better. We end up with Vampire Sucker as well as Unizombie, and I don't get much ground off of that. Kind of unfortunate, but let's see how the rest of the day goes. Let's go on to game 2. I don't think I've mentioned it before, but Top Deck's changed a little bit since the last time we were here. We actually moved locations a couple months ago, and place is looking rather nice, a little bit more spacious. Will, what do you think of the new place, huh?
Oh, I love it, you know?
What do you love about it?
Well, we don't have a bunch of dumb poles everywhere, and
yeah.
We can actually use our space.
What are you working on? You jagging off here?
I am putting magic cards into our system that is being obnoxiously slow.
Rest in peace. All right, so the results are in. I'm still bad at this game. We ended up going 2-2 today. We won another match. I'll go over real quick what happened. Match 3, because I didn't get to record match 2. Match 3, we played against Paleozoic Frogs, and game 1, he flips up Skill Drain turn 1, and I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be a great game.
Skill Drain?
Oh no. But actually, he doesn't follow up with any monsters, so we just beat him over the head with a couple zombie dudes, and we take down game 1. And then game 2, we pull off the FTK. I know, it's incredible, it's amazing. It's everything I hope for and more. Dacky, mill another 2.
Oh, are you gonna dick me out?
Hopefully, that's the dream. So we won a match there, and then match 4 we played, which was the last round of the day. We won again. Didn't pull off the FTK, but we still managed to make some big dudes and beat over some things against Sky Striker. So it ended up okay. That ends us with a record of 2-2, and we got 2 packs. That's it. So, yeah, just another day. Surprised me, honestly. That's the money. Do you want to be a celebrity pack opener?
We did it.
Is it a good one? Nope.
Got a patchwork.
Ho ho!